I definitely hear you, Nate Oz. I hope it crashes, otherwise I will never be able to buy a house. Not at these prices. I really definitely think the property prices in Sydney is crazy. If you read the latest news article, Australia is the second most expensive country to buy a property in the world. This is followed by Hong Kong, which is the most expensive city to buy a property. Now, I would have thought that we would be behind New York or London or some other fancy place. To simply buy a house in, say, like the West, like Liverpool, is already $1.2 million. Now that is nuts. But I need to tell you something, Nate Oz. Hoping that it will crash is like hoping that the meteorite will smash Earth and kill all living beings. There is a probability, but the probability is very, very small. For example, the property market has not crashed during the global financial crisis. It has not crashed during the 2 years lockdown when we had COVID. And do you know why it went crash? Because in Australia, there's only 20 million people. Look at the size of the land compared to the size of Hong Kong. A lot of people, foreign investors that I know, want to live in Australia. Number one, the air is good. There's a lot of land, a lot of size compared to Hong Kong. The lifestyle is great. The culture is great. And most importantly, the government won't let it crash. You know how much the government makes from stamp duty? 4% for a $1 million property. You know how much is that? $40,000 per property for doing jack shit. So my friend, don't hope that the property market will crash. I highly suggest you start saving. Look elsewhere in terms of buying property. Not Sydney, maybe WA, Perth. You can buy a house for $400,000 in Perth and live like a king.